Something strange happened. I watched thousands of birds collide with the plane, and a violent explosion shook everything. I tried to ignite, but there was no response from the engines. Worse, power was lost in the cabin. I didn't hesitate. Turned on the auxiliary power unit immediately. Power was restored to normal. The flight attendants reminded passengers to fasten their seatbelts, comforting them that it was just turbulence. Under my guidance, the co-pilot took out the quick reference handbook to find a solution for dual engine failure. I called the tower to explain the situation and asked for help. The tower ordered all planes to ground to assist Flight 1549 in returning. But I knew clearly that we might have to ditch in the river. There was an airport nearby on the right, but at the current altitude of the plane, there was no room for maneuver. The tower wanted us to land at the nearest airport, but my 42 years of flying experience told me that we could only ditch in the Hudson River. After I finished speaking, the tower lost radar contact with Flight 1549. The tower controller kept calling. The nearest airport was only about 11 kilometers away. The success rate of a water landing was less than 1%. The plane's altitude continued to drop. Passengers panicked and prayed for a safe landing. I maneuvered the plane to adjust the water entry angle. Just like that, we landed in the Hudson River. The plane did not disintegrate. I quickly left the cockpit and told all passengers to evacuate. The front door opened and the escape slide popped out. The emergency exits were opened and passengers stood on the wings. After discovering us, the Coast Guard immediately requested assistance. Air rescue was dispatched and passengers were evacuated. The flight attendants evacuated the cabin at the last moment. The Coast Guard approached Flight 1549, stopped beside the wing, and rescued the passengers. We seem to have forgotten that this was an air crash, a water landing with a success rate of less than 1%. Aircraft and ship rescue teams arrived one after another, and the stranded passengers were rescued. I confirmed that no one was left behind, returned to the cockpit, took the important records, and was the last one to jump onto the escape slide. With multi-party support, the rescue work was completed quickly, but I was preoccupied after landing, eager to know if all 155 people on the plane were rescued. The rescued passengers were scattered everywhere, and the rescue team couldn't give me an answer immediately. I went to the hospital for an examination. At this time, someone from the union brought good news. All 155 passengers on Flight 1549 were rescued. The stone in my heart fell to the ground.